Welcome back, everybody. Now today I'm back with a couple of strange gadgets that may or may not be useful, but they seem kind of fun to test out. We have a hat that plays music and takes phone calls, and ice cubes that light up your drink. And as a bonus, I picked up some glowing straws to throw in the drinks as well. So let's see how these work, starting with the music hat. This is the music hat. In fact, it says music hat right on the side. Let's take a look at the unboxing and see how it works. Let's take a look at this Bluetooth hat. I paid $19.99 for this. Currently has a 4.2 star rating. So we have some instructions and we have a charging cable. And it says music hat right on the side there. Now they claim that it is a Bluetooth hat with speakers right here. Can't see them very well, but there they are. There's speakers that allow you to listen to music without having to wear headphones. Includes a microphone, so you can take calls as well. 6 hours of talk time and 48 hours of standby time. Includes 3 buttons on the side, right below the giant words music hat. And they say it's a great gift idea. Now people online who liked it said the quality of the hat was pretty good. A lot of people said it looks and fits well. Some people said the sound quality was actually pretty good. Now, those who didn't like it, some people said the speakers were too quiet, the battery life was bad, or it's not discreet enough. I will peruse these, charge it up, and then get started. All right, so the Bluetooth hat is charged up. To charge it, you have to kind of dig underneath here, and there it is, it's USB-C cable. That just kind of slides in and out of there. So now all we gotta do is turn it on by holding this for 3 seconds.
Power on.
All right, power on, we are set. Double click this to connect to my phone. I found it from my phone, so it's connected. We are set. Let me put this on here. How's it look? What style would you call that? I'm not sure I like the word music hat. Come on, man. Music hat. Get out. I'm gonna cover that up. I don't like that so much. Does it have to say music hat? It's kind of deeper than I'm used to. It's pushing my ears out. My ears are, look at my ears. That's not good. What's up with that? I'm nitpicking though, I'm nitpicking. Let's find something to listen to on here. I have to be careful for copyright stuff. Loud. I got some royalty-free music I'm listening to here. Right now I hear absolutely no bass whatsoever. None, not any bass. There's gonna be something better than that. Here's a song I've used in some of my videos before. Let me see. Now I want to turn the volume up. So towards the back is up. I can't feel these buttons whatsoever. I can't feel them. I can't feel them. I don't even know if I'm, let me see. Oh, there we go, okay. I think I'm all the way up. Let me try to turn it down. I can't feel them. I'm pressing it. It's not real responsive. It seems like half the presses it's ignoring. And there's like no bass whatsoever, like none. There's no bass. How do I pause this? I can pause it. Okay, I paused it. All right. All right, well, my first impression is that there's zero bass on this thing. None. And that doesn't bode well when you're a bass player with a Geezer Butler shirt nearby. But what I'm gonna have to do is go take a walk, because I take walks every day, sometimes out by busy traffic, and sometimes that's kind of hard to hear your music. So a while back I had a Bluetooth beanie which covered my ears, and that wasn't too bad. The speakers are kind of in front of your face, and so I'm definitely losing the bass here, but let me go take a walk and see if maybe it can redeem itself there. But the lack of bass in here does not bode well. But let's head outside and see how it holds up. Real world test here. I'm actually listening to Tom Sawyer by Rush, one of my favorite bass songs out there. And guess what? I don't hear Geddy at all. There's no Geddy in this song. This is a Geddy-less Tom Sawyer, which is very unsatisfying. Also, I'm looking at myself in the monitor there. It's like, I don't know if I like this look very much. That bill is long. I feel like it's one of those long tables that Putin sat at during COVID when he was scared of getting germs. It's a very long bill. I'm just not sure that look really suits me very well. It's maybe for some people, just not for me. But I'm gonna walk up here where there's a little bit more traffic. I mean, it already sounds bad right now. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like when someone next to you has their phone on and they're playing music and all you hear is the treble part. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like my phone in my pocket is playing it. I don't think I've ever heard anything lacking this much bass before. There's zero bass. Zero. So I don't know, zero bass, long bill. I'm gonna head with the traffic though and see how it holds up there. I'm gonna turn up a little bit too. I'm in a little bit noisier street now, and as expected, it sounds even worse. Whenever a car drives by, the music's just gone. I think at this point, if I was gonna listen to music out and I wanted to hear my surroundings, I'd use the Shocks. The bone conduction earphones, not these, because those at least have bass. These don't. And if it was cold, I'd probably do the Bluetooth beanie. Because watch, cars coming by, not gonna hear anything. Car coming by, Music's gone. Not only that, I'm not a fan of the music hat written on the side there. There's just a lot going on with this hat that I don't like. All right, let's try this music hat as a phone now. I've got Brandon about 75 feet away. He can't even hear me, but he can see me. So as soon as I wave, he's gonna call me, and I'm gonna see if I can hear him and talk to him on this hat. Here we go. Make the call, Brandon. Hello?
Okay, you seem like you're talking from the hat now.
How does it sound to you?
It sounds like if you were in a tunnel.
I mean, I guess when you talk,
Am I loud?
Yeah, you are loud. I mean, I guess when you're talking, you don't really need as much bass as when you listen to music. So this is, I guess, acceptable. How do I sound to you?
Well, right now you sound like as if you were driving like in a tunnel or under a bridge or something like that. You sound very echoey.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the music hat off, and then I'm gonna talk to you on my regular phone and tell me how the difference in sound is.
Okay, sounds good.
How's that sound now?
Crisp. Perfectly fine.
Sound quality of the phone is a 10. What was the music hat?
If this is a 10, the music hat was like a 4.
Oh, that doesn't sound too good.
It is not good.
I would say from my perspective, if the phone is a 10, then the music hat was probably about a 6, because it was acceptable. There was no bass to it though, but you don't really need a lot of bass in a phone call, so.
I mean, I could hear you, it's just not as clearly. It sounds like if you were talking to somebody who had spotty signal in driving in a car. It works, it's not great.
All right, well, thanks for your help, and I'll talk to you in about 10 seconds.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, so I'm not a fan of the music hat. Sorry, but there's a few reasons why. Number one, it's not discreet. If you're sitting there listening to music or taking a phone call, people are gonna hear it. Number two, there's no bass whatsoever. That's not so bad for taking a phone call, but listening to music, not so good. And number three, the buttons on the side are kind of hard to find. I found myself taking the hat off to even locate where the buttons are at. I guess there's one more flaw that I can think of, but this one I can fix. These are supposedly lighted ice cubes, but they're not actually ice, they don't get cold. And look at this high-tech packaging, look, no text whatsoever. I paid $27.88 for a 12 pack, currently has a 4.5 star rating, also an Amazon's Choice. Let's take one of these out of here. I mean, it does kind of look like an ice cube, although you're not supposed to freeze it. But they claim that it's a 1.5 inch square cube that features 3 high-powered LED lights activated by the switch on the bottom. Where's the switch in the bottom? There's a switch in the bottom right here. Oh, and it did activate, okay. In fact, let me turn all these on and turn the lights out. Turn all 12 of these on here. That one flashed on and went off immediately. It was like, we got a dud already. And what's this? What is this? Look at this. This one's almost dead. Come on, man. All right, so I've got 12 cubes here. 2 of them are duds. Additional claims are that it includes various flashy modes. Let me try one that works here. Every other press turns it on and off. These aren't really a flashy mode. Do I have a flashy mode here? There's one. All right, we got something. I'm gonna leave that one on. They say they're non-toxic cubes that can transform your drink into a dazzling experience. Reusable and washable. Safe for any drink. They say it's great for parties, New Year's, and more. These are not to be frozen, so they're really just for show. People on Amazon who liked them, they love the look of them. They say they can even be used as a display without a drink. Now those who didn't like it, some people said the batteries didn't last very long, some people said they aren't watertight, and some people said they didn't work in the first place, and I believe it. So let me turn all these off before they die anymore. I can already tell some of these aren't gonna last very long. Now before we test out the ice cubes, let's try out these glowing straws that I thought would pair well with them. Let's take a look at these glowing drinking straws. I paid $17.50 for a 25 pack. Currently has an unimpressive 3.7 star rating. Take a couple of these out of here. Well, it looks like glow sticks. It looks like glow sticks. They claim that you'll stand out in a crowd with these bright glowing straws, ideal for parties, holidays, or events. Each straw glows for up to 8 hours. One-time use only. It comes in assorted colors, which that clearly is true. Orange, blue, aqua, green, white, pink, red, and purple. Not recommended for thick drinks like milkshakes. People online who liked it, a lot of people said they liked the way it looked. They also said it adds a little bit of flair to your drinks. There were quite a few complaints about this on Amazon though. Some people said it's just not good as a straw, the opening is just too small. Others worry about the material inside, link it into your drink. Some people said they're just overpriced. Even though the reviews are mixed, I'm kind of looking forward to trying these out. I've got 5 different size glasses here. I'm gonna do 5 different types of liquids in here, some darker, some lighter, and see how it looks. So the first thing I'm gonna do is turn these cubes on. I've got 5 cubes here, which I did wash off, and I would hope that they're waterproof. So let's turn these on here. Cube number 1, kind of a purplish. Cube number 1 going in the wine glass. Cube number 2 going in the beer glass. Cube 3 going in the Coke glass. Cube number 4 going in the glass mug. And finally, we have cube number 5, which doesn't look very bright. Maybe try a different cube. This one looks like it's dying already. I mean, you're riding the pine, buddy. This one will go in the last glass here. So before I start that up, let's try a couple of these glow-in-the-dark straws now. I'm assuming it works like a glow stick. There really weren't any instructions on here. I'm just assuming that's how it's gonna work. So let's try cracking this. Oh, it looks like a glow stick. Glow stick, glow stick. All right. We have a green one. Shake it up. Looking pretty good. Let me try a different one. Let me try a different color. They have blue? Let me see. They have blue there? I don't really see a blue. All right, I'll try orange then. I hope this doesn't get in my drink. Imagine your first sip is this material. That would not be good. I'm gonna shake these up. Kind of air drum a little bit, some rush. All right, so let's put these in a couple of the glasses as well. But we're not done yet. We got to add some liquid to these. Doing some wine in the first glass. And the cubes do float. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but they do float. Glass number 2. In the Coke glass, we'll go with some Powerade, a little darker liquid because Coke owns Powerade. And the glass mug, we're just going to go with some water here. And the last one, we're gonna go with some soda as if we have a mixed drink in here. So right now in the bright light, it doesn't look so impressive, but you're not gonna be walking around bright light with these. Let's turn the lights off and see how they look. And we'll do that right now. All right, let's take a look. Now, as I'm looking at these more closely, these look pretty good, although I will say the one in the Gatorade, it's kind of dim, and when you put it in the Gatorade, it really kind of disappears. Taking a look at the soda glass, it looks pretty good. The water glass looks really nice. The Powerade, it looks unimpressive because the cube is kind of dim and the liquid is darker. Beer glass looks really nice. And the wine glass looks pretty good too. The straws are kind of disappointing. They don't really stand out compared to these ice cubes. By themselves, you can see that they glow, but compared to the cubes, not so much. It's too bad you couldn't put these in the freezer and get them cold so they actually work as ice cubes, because otherwise you gotta put other ice cubes in there with it. Let's try that. Adding ice to it, let's see. It just wants to float to the top pretty much. I mean, it still looks good though. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty nice. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the time I ran into Brandon at a party and we complimented each other's drinks. Hey Brandon, what are you doing at this party?
Not much, just drinking a beer.
Hey, you got a glowing ice cube too, huh?
I do, mine's green, yours is blue.
And you got a glowing straw as well.
I do.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, let's take a look at the pros and cons of these glowing ice cubes.
The pros are they seem to make me grow hair. No, I'm just kidding. The pros are that they look very nice. Look at that. It's very nice looking. The cons are that they're one-time use. You can't replace the battery. That's kind of no good. And some more duds. I got a couple of them that didn't work at all. A few of them looked like they were on their last leg already. And as far as the glowing straws go, they do work as straws. But it seems like you really have to use a lot of force even to get a little bit of liquid. This is not like a milkshake or anything. This is a Powerade, and I'm still having to use a lot of force to get it out of there. So, and they're one-time use as well. So it's certainly a novelty item, kind of fun, but you know, not something you're gonna use all the time. So I'm glad I tried them. Probably won't buy them again. They do look nice in certain situations. Now, one quick note on the ice cubes. I did leave them out and they lasted over 36 hours. They just got dimmer and dimmer. At the 36-hour mark, they were kind of dim, but they lasted longer than I thought they were going to. The straws, though, upon taking a closer look, they're kind of a weird design. The glow stick is actually just inside the straw. That's why it's so hard to drink from it, because it's kind of in the way. As you can see, there's a little crease right here and a little crease right here that keeps the glow stick in. It's just moving in there freely. These are really just for aesthetics and not really very functional. But on the other hand, I can see how these would work well at a party, especially around New Year's. Well, these were fun to test out. They were kind of weird, kind of fun. I'm not sure how useful they were, but I'm glad I got to try them out. But if you've used anything like this, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.